Crap, why are these... Bro, no! Crap, what happened?
It was for democracy!
So I was playing Helldivers 2 after Pojo said we needed to, because I had only played it once. I thought the game was some weird space shooter, but American.
Follow me, I guess.
But actually it hit my brain in all the right ways.
Hit the Liberty stance. Hit the Liberty stance.
Yes!
Hit the...
Yeah, it was pretty amazing.
I get my super...
off to get some super cigarettes.
He goes get some super milk and he never super came back.
This got me thinking, how the hell, as in the divers, do you get a super Earth that believes in democracy? So let's say this now. It's not regular democracy, it's managed democracy. In the world of Helldivers, managed democracy is the improved version of democracy. You know, because regular democracy wasn't good enough. Instead of voting for leaders, super citizens would answer a few super questions, and the super algorithm would pick the super leaders for Super Earth. It's like BuzzFeed questions, but for fascism. Now, I actually doubt this is how it actually works. It's most definitely corrupt. The people believe it does though, and that belief became the backbone of everything in Helldivers. So how did we get here? It all started with the last Great War. That war tore up the planet, whole regions into wastelands. Civilization collapsed under its own ideals, and out of the ashes one government stood up and said never again. Their solution wasn't peace, it was management. No more chaos, no more uncertainty, and no more democracy as we knew it. Instead, they created something better, or at least what they told everyone. Managed democracy, offering true freedom, the freedom from the burden of choice. And that ideology, it doesn't stop at home. It created a belief system so strong, so unquestionable, it became the religion of the state. You know, my way or the side of the highway, or in this case, public executions. They even have a holiday called Liberty Day, where every 26th of October, kids will pull presents from the flames of the Liberty Day pyre. Once belief becomes absolute, it evolves. Nationalism turns into ultra-nationalism. Ultra-nationalism is when loyalty to your nation becomes the justification for everything: political control, economic dominance, and military expansion, all to enforce your vision of freedom. And in Helldivers, that's exactly what happened, just on a super scale. They got socialists called the cyborgs that believe the flesh is weak, that eventually became the automatons or clankers, or robots trying to kill me for talking about them bad in the AI video I did. Let me make one thing clear. Not all socialists are communists, but not all communists are socialists. Socialism, in theory, is great. It's trying to level the playing field through democratic processes. The idea is to give someone a similar start and a similar opportunity as the rest of the population. In practice, it usually doesn't work because humans are greedy and love their generational wealth. Communism, on the other hand, is leveling up the approach by force. The government controls everything: income, production, resources, and there's basically no democratic process left. These don't exactly work in bigger groups. Just because in a bigger group there are more people who may disagree that everything should be equal and begin finding ways to cheat the system. While I know this is not exactly what clankers are, I just wanted to get said and out of the way since I didn't know myself, and allowing us to look at this now, we can consider how exactly Super Earth is the way it is, especially due to how the map looks. We will be back to this fake propaganda against Super Earth after this word from our advertisers, who didn't pay me.
Huh?
Hey you! Yes you, viewers at home. Do you like game summaries, clip compilations, slightly below average quality animations, inconsistent upload schedules, inconsistent video theming, mediocre voice acting, and video editing, jokes that go on a bit too long, jokes that you don't even know are jokes, serious ones that sound like jokes that aren't, super message you get like silly little guys? Well, I have just the channel for you. I'm Alex the Human with a question mark, and I make various gaming and art-related content. If you have the time, please check it out. And now, back to your regularly scheduled program.
So I mentioned fascism. What is fascism? And why do I say Helldivers are under fascism rather than democracy, allegedly? Fascism is a far-right authoritarian ultra-nationalist ideology that rose in the 20th century in Europe. You know where. Fascism usually has one dictatorial leader, often called a strongman. And in Helldivers, they literally have a news network called the Strawman. That sounds a lot like a strongman. A strongman is an authoritarian leader who exerts control through the military. They spread propaganda that they are the only person that can solve the country's problems, or in this case, the planet's. Under fascism, they have a social hierarchy, or social stratification, which is how you divide people among factors like wealth, race, occupation, etc. In Helldivers, they have a class-based system that goes from F to A. Classes C through A have the highest priority for evacuation. Class E is the lowest class you can be a Helldiver at. While Class F is not well known, I can speculate that somebody had to do something very bad to get to that point. Helldivers might say that they're fighting for freedom, but what they're doing is enforcing the idea of freedom. That's where fascism thrives. See, fascism doesn't need you to think. It just needs you to believe, to obey, to pull the trigger in the name of liberty. It's fascism, but it's very much managed fascism, with the military in mind. Managed democracy is basically the way to hide the fact that the top controls everything. Their voting system is done via computers asking questions. This is core to them and how they run propaganda, as well as how they catch people. In Helldivers 1, they explain how the voting system works. Then, they ended off with this line, quote unquote, "The only delay is from the surveillance patriots on Super Earth, who search all communication for signs of alien sympathizers. Anyone who doubts the system is banded as dissonant. They even have re-education camps based on the effect of accounting corrections." And you start to realize, wait, I'm the bad guy. But also, the game kind of makes it feel good to be a bad guy. The real magic of Helldivers is how it turns moral ambiguity into gameplay mechanics. You're not forced to think about it, but once you do, it's too late. Because that's how real propaganda works. You don't have to believe it. You just have to act like it long enough until it stops feeling wrong. And everyone who is born into it is not allowed to think otherwise. So yeah, go out there, spread managed democracy, and remember, if somebody disagrees with you,
It was
I mean,
beautiful.
as long as it was for democracy.
As long as it's for democracy, it doesn't matter.